Don't get trapped in help desk hell.
A lot of people enter help desk roles thinking they can easily progress into different roles that pay better. However, this can be a trap. Let's discuss how to avoid this.
Well, we have to start by talking about how help desk roles are vital. They are important roles. They are roles that are not only important, but very pivotal in a IT environment.
Definitely. They're like the first level of defense.
Exactly. And the good thing also about it is that it's the best way. It's usually the best way to get into the industry because you can get in with a very minimal training. You can get in with certifications like A+, Network Plus, or Security Plus, which is good.
You can learn a lot on the role too.
Exactly. But these certifications, they are considered entry-level certification. So what happens is, as a help desk person, what you get exposed to is very limited. The kind of training you get exposed to is very limited. So when it's time to actually go to the next step, because that's usually the intention. I'm going to get a help desk role. I'm going to go do this for 1-2 years and level up.
Yeah. A lot of people say it's going to allow me to get pretty decent income at the beginning. So
Which it does, by the way.
It does. Like you start with $50,000-$60,000, but some people will lie to themselves and tell them like, as soon as I get that job, I'm going to study for something else. Does that actually happen? Not always.
Exactly. And not only it doesn't happen, but without a proper framework, without a plan, I see a lot of students come to me not being able to move to the next level because when they go back to the job market to try to go and get the next job, they keep getting offered the same type of job with the same type of income. It's because they don't understand how to reposition themselves. What is the best certification to add to their curriculum? And that is usually the problem, where the problem starts.
And I think they believe that they can self-study through their growth, and they are a victim of what we all are. We can buy the self-paced course, the online courses, but are we actually going to complete it? Well, we know statistics say that only 5 to 15% of these courses are actually finished. So help desk professionals are no different than the rest of us.
Yeah, and again,
not having that accountability, the community, it's a problem.
Again, some help desk people have been able to self-study their way into higher level position. It's a fact.
Of course.
But most people do not have that discipline. And it's amazing how, because they have some IT training, they resist going back into a proper training, structured training that's probably going to be more than $12 because it's not a Udemy course, it's a structured training, and get that training to get to the next level. So they get into the problem of the opportunity cost that we always are talking about. Now, you try to self-study your way out of help desk for the past 3 years, but have you moved on? No. You could have been making $30,000-$40,000 more for the past 3 years. Are you making that? No. This is opportunity cost. So you have to make sure you understand your limitations, because some people have more structure than others when it comes to actually study, when it comes to actually understand what's the next step. Because sometimes they are even ready to put in the studying, but it's not clear what is the next best thing to study. What is the next best skill to put on your resume to go to the next level? Even what is the right track to choose?
Like learning things in the right order sometimes changes your ability to learn things. Like for me, I remember I was a Red Hat certified engineer when I decided to get the 5 AWS certs. But the first time I started watching videos for one of the AWS exams, I was like, I kind of get this networking thing, but some things are just passing through.
Mm-hmm.
Like there were some concepts that I didn't
grasp.
I had a shaky ground on. So what did I decide? I took a step back and I took a Network Plus exam just so that I could patch that knowledge that wasn't there. And then getting the AWS exam was much easier.
Yeah. So like we were saying, Network Plus, it's considered one of the entry level certification. It's valuable, but by itself, without a longer plan, without a more structured plan, that's where the trap begins.
Yeah.
You see, because there is that mindset with someone who's already in IT. I'm not gonna hand thousands of dollars to another training center or another program to actually help me. I know enough.
Or I did the A+ myself. Why am I gonna pay to become a sysadmin? Yeah.
So that's usually where they get stuck.
Yep.
But they do it to themselves by saying, okay, I'm gonna do this. I know I can do this by myself. And guess what? They always end up coming to us a little bit too late because they spent 2-3 years doing that.
One piece of advice that I would give somebody in that situation is, if you really think you have the consistency to study on your own, try it, but give yourself a timeline.
Yeah.
Like, don't linger on this and let it take over your life or let it keep you trapped. Say, I'm going to try to do this in 6 months. If I can't do it, I'm going to look for a structured program. That doesn't have to be Yellowtail. It can be anything, but don't lie to yourself.
Yeah, and also, it definitely doesn't have to be Yellowtail, because from HelpDesk, you can go in so many other directions.
Yep.
But you have to also seek mentors. And that's also the importance of having community.
Yep.
Having a community that sometimes is non-technical. A community about technology, but that's non-technical, where you can find mentors, you can find people who've actually transitioned, who can support you, who can advise you, who can mentor you. This is very important. So the way you don't get trapped as a help desk person, if you want to move to the next level, is to find mentors, find a community, and make sure you consider a more structured way to actually get to the next level.